Good morning. Welcome back. My name is Tracy, and I want to talk to people about binge eating today. Um, Over 10 years ago, I was pushing 300 pounds. My life was miserable. I was a wife and a mother, and I wasn't functioning like a wife and a mother. I did what I had to do to get by, and it wasn't enough. I wasn't enough. Um, in the process, I tried every diet, every fad, starvation. um, I did everything to try to lose the weight, and I would lose the weight, but it would come back on. Then, uh, back in 2008, I had the gastric bypass. I decided to do it. It took me 5 years to actually push the button. I researched it, seen what was going on, and I went ahead and had it. And I tell you what, if I would have known now if I would have known then what I know now, it would have been a lot different because I lost the weight. I had the skinny body, and I was still miserable, and I didn't know why. Um, I went through a program called Life School, and I learned how to get down to the root issue of my problems. What was really eating me? And in that process, I learned to like myself. I learned to love myself for who I am. And if you would have told me when I started the process of life school that I would become a life coach, no, 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 not at all. And I think one of the reasons why is because I'm a private person. You don't need to know my business. In that thought, if you don't like this, just click out and go. But if this resonates with you, come, follow me and hang out with me. And in the process of life school, I learned that it's okay. It's okay. I ain't the only one out there that had issues binge eating and then switching the binge after gastric bypass. I know several people that have had the gastric bypass that have switched their binge. So I'm here to help. You can follow me. I'm on YouTube. My company's name, Bypass the Binge. And I'm Tracy. And you can follow me on Facebook, YouTube. Just look for me. You'll find me. And if any of this resonates, click subscribe. I'm going to be doing some lives and keeping you guys informed on what's going on. But today I want to talk about the 5 reasons you might have a binge problem. And the first one I want to go over is, do you hide your food? I called it the stash. I would hide my food that I enjoyed, that I would binge on. I would hide it so that the kids couldn't find it, my husband couldn't have it. It was mine. And when I felt that need, I would go to that stash and I would eat. But it wouldn't make me feel better. For the moment it did. The endorphins in my head, went crazy, sugar high. But then it burns off and you're miserable again. I was well known for hiding stash. And you know what? It started at a young age. In high school, I remember going and getting that box of raspberry powdered sugar donuts. And I could eat 5 of the 6, no problem. That 6th one, I had to finish. I had to eat it till I about exploded. Just because nobody could know that I had the stash. So you know what? It started young and it continued to my adulthood. Second thing I think is, do you guys get up in the middle of the night and eat? Does it wake you up needing that food, those carbs, that sugar? A lot of us did. A lot of us get up in the middle of the night just to have that snack, that fulfillment. And a lot of times it exhausts us so that we sleep again. your mind is just contemplating, the next time, the next meal, the next food. Another thing I think is we isolate ourselves so that we can binge. You don't hang around people so that you can go out and get those foods that, are not good for us. You isolate so nobody sees what you're doing. The friends, you can look like you eat healthy in front of them, but you stay away from parties because you don't want people to judge you because of your heavy weight. It's truly hard. If you've never been there, you don't know what it's like. And if you have been there, I'm resonating with you all the way. The fourth thing I want to touch base on is, do you start your day planning what you're going to eat, what you're going to have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Does your world revolve around that? Okay, so I'm working today. What am I going to have for breakfast? Well, I know I need to eat before work, so, donuts work again, ho-hos and ding-dongs. Then are you planning, okay, so I'm working a couple hours, take a break, work a couple more hours, and then I get to have lunch. And at lunch, you're just putting down the food. You can't stop thinking about the process. And then dinner. What do you make for dinner? I used to make these great big dinners. There was 4 of us, so you'd make great big dinners, and then you have all those leftovers, and then that's when the night binges would come on. You get up in the middle of the night to binge. The dinners that you're making. Are you going out and getting McDonald's and feeding your kids? You know it ain't good for you, but you're choosing to do it. And I think the 5th thing I kind of want to touch base on is, with all the holidays that we had, all the parties you're going to, Christmas parties, New Year's parties, did you stop by the burger joint and get the food first? So that way, when you're in front of people, you have a small little portion of food, and people are looking at you, and they're thinking, oh, look, Tracy doesn't eat that bad. She eats really good. They're not thinking that. They don't give a shit what you have on your plate. You do. And to be honest with you, if you look back when you were pushing your high weight, do you honestly believe friends, family, and everybody around you thinks you only eat that grilled chicken and that broccoli and the healthy stuff? Start being honest with yourself. It's nobody cares except for you, and it's you that is bothering. And let's get to the root of it all. Do you eat that really healthy portion at the party, and then you leave and you go straight to the burger joint to get full? Guys, it's a vicious circle that goes round and round and round. And you have to learn what is the root cause of why you're binging. You're binge eating. It could be binge drinking. It could be drugs, gambling. You know what? There's so many addictions. And once I had the gastric bypass, it couldn't be food. I remember times when, I was getting ready to have the gastric bypass, and I would go have a honey bun, okay? And for about 2 weeks out at work, I'd go have a honey bun, and as I got closer and closer and closer to that surgery date, 1 honey bun turned into 2 honey buns. and it just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, I can't eat like I did. Do I cheat? Certainly, certainly. And each person that has a gastric bypass is different. Some people can't. Some people can't have that bite of chocolate, or it makes them sick. I am lucky. I am able to eat anything I want. So if I have that craving, I can have a bite and then walk away. It's nothing that I have to binge on anymore. So those are kind of the things I wanted to touch base with you on. And like I said, I wasn't out here to be a life coach. I never thought I was going to be a life coach. I thought if I could fix myself and love myself first, it opened the doors to being able to help other people with the same issues I had. Guys, life can be really good. You just have to find out what the root cause of why you're doing the damage that you're doing to yourself. I'm not here for everybody. I'm here for people that really want to get to the root cause. So if you're interested, please go like my page, subscribe, reach out to me. You can reach me on Facebook at Bypass the Binge, YouTube, and let's get to the root problem of why you are being so destructive to yourself. And you know what, guys? If I can't help you and I'm not your cup of tea, I'll know somebody that is. We have a great group of people that we work with, and I gotta tell you guys, I really didn't think I was gonna do this. I really didn't think I was gonna put my life out there. But I'm gonna put my life out there on Facebook, YouTube, and everywhere else, because if I can help just one person get past the binge, it's good. It's all good. So folks, I hope you guys have a great day. Stay healthy, stay safe, and please reach out to me. Thanks, guys. Bye.